This session is all based on seated exercises. There's 11 exercises. You'll be working for 45 seconds with 15 seconds between them, and they're all leg based, okay? The first exercise is just a single leg cycle. What you do is you lift one foot off the floor. I start with the right foot and cycle that round for half the time that you're going to be working for, and then we change. I'll talk you through that as we go. So, if you're ready then, sitting in your chair, strong back chair, lift the right foot off the floor and we start moving it in a cycling motion. Keep that going and I'll tell you when to change. Last few on your right leg and we will change onto the left leg. Exactly the same thing, but keep going on the left leg now for the rest of the time on this exercise. And rest. All you're going to do now, another simple one, is just marching on the spot. Try and raise your knees up nice and high. Don't make it too easy for yourself. Raise those knees up and down like you're marching on the spot. Ready to go? In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Nearly done on this one, there we go. We're moving on now to the hop. Basically your feet start together underneath your chair or close to your chair as you can. You jump the feet forwards as far as they'll go and jump them back. It's almost like you go from your toes when they're back towards the chair onto your heels when they're out in front. So jumping back, jumping forwards, jumping back, jumping forwards, and keep going. It's a little harder with longer legs. You'll have to lift your knees up a little bit to get them, but make sure they're moving together. If you need to hold on to your chair, then hold on to your chair. Last couple of these then, ready to finish and rest. You're going on to a knee raise and kick. Now this is going to target your hamstrings and your glutes a little bit more. What I want you to do is raise your knee up first and then extend the leg out, trying to get your foot as high as you can and back down and swap legs. So up with the knee, kick up to the ceiling and back down. Keep swapping like you're trying to show the bottom of your shoes off basically. Keep working that and it should really work your hamstrings. And rest. There we go. Double leg raise. Basically what that means is both of your legs coming up and then both of your legs coming back down. I want you to get your feet as close to your chair to start with as you can, and every time you go up you go straight, and every time you come back you're bringing those feet back to as close to the chair as possible. as you can see, I have to lift my knees a little bit because I've got longer legs. But anyway, we're done on that one and we're on to running on the spot. So this is similar to the march. It's just at a faster pace now you're into it. So if you want to get your arms into it as well, just running on the spot, pumping the arms, staying in the chair obviously, but get ready to go and we're off. Last little burst of running and you're on to your rest. What we're going to do next is a double knee tuck and kick. So you need to turn your chair to the side slightly. I find it easier to do that. It's not 100% necessary, but it is easier if you do it that way. What you're going to do is have to lean back slightly. You might have to hold onto the back of the chair, onto the side of the chair, but you tuck your knees into your stomach as high as you can and extend your feet out in front of you. It really works your stomach, this one does, and your back. So if you need to lean back a little bit as you move, like I'm doing in the footage, then that's absolutely fine. If you can do this without holding on, then you're in an advanced area there. But if you need to hold on, that's absolutely fine. Double leg rotations are next then. So what that is your legs off the floor, feet together, and what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your legs round and round together to one side. This isn't just about moving your feet, it's not about rotating your ankles, it's about getting as much hip action as you can in there. So big circles together, and you should feel it start to work in the hips as much as possible. Coming up next then is your jumping jacks. Jumping jacks in the chair are exactly what they are standing up. So you're sitting down in the chair and your feet start together and you just jump them both out to separate sides at the same time and back together. Off we go, just out and in, out and in. And rest. Your next one is your double knee lift. So essentially what you're doing is you're sitting up straight in the chair, you're lifting both knees up at the same time as high as you can off the floor, and then just lowering them back down. Don't drop them, try not to rock, try and stay as still as you can. If you need to hold the chair, that's absolutely fine, but tuck those knees up as high as you can and then back down. Okay, so the last exercise coming up, and it's the full cycle. You started this off with a single leg cycle. What you're going to do now is fully cycle. So you hold onto your chair, you bring your feet off the floor, and you move them around like a pedal in motion. Try and keep them up for the whole time if you can. It is tough. It does make the legs burn. If you can push them out in front of you to make it easier on you, that's fine. Otherwise, just keep them moving and keep them going round and round. Keep them going. This makes the legs burn, this one, and rest. Well done. What you're going to do now is rest for as long as you need to, and then repeat that for as many times as your program indicates. Okay, well done. Keep working hard, and I'll see you next time.